God codes. So we're going to start over the weekend, the 4 remaining webinars, 4 steps of God codes. So we've already worked with the spirit of creation. We've worked with the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of understanding, the understanding of systems. So we're now going to move or elevate into the spirit of counsel, might, the knowledge of creation and destruction, very important, and awareness. So each of these webinars will teach you how to relate to life itself and how to discern what is truth and what is awareness, what is you. So what part of you is guiding you? So these webinars will strengthen your ability to connect to yourself. I remember when I first started this work, I used to see, myself on a stage and my higher self behind the stage. And sometimes the higher self would get out behind the curtain or pop its head out. And then there's a point where it switched. It switched that my higher self is on the stage and then my personality level is behind the curtain and sometimes pops it out and I'm aware of it, I see it, I accept it. So this webinar series is about making that switch completely, that you can connect with awareness of yourself and you can connect with a deep sense of purpose and awareness of the world within you and around you, of knowing thyself and knowing the hive mind. The hive mind is the one which is connected to the collective mind. So the hive mind is connected to, TV, social media, programming. It's the imprisonment of ourselves. It's where we are a slave to the government, a slave to the tax system, a slave since we're born. So it's disconnecting from the hive mind. This program will disconnect you from the hive mind. This connection, this webinar series will reconnect you to yourself and reconnect you to the hive of creation, which is consciousness, which is God, which is the God codes, God particle, which is in you and around you, which is in everything. And you'll disconnect from the hive mind. You'll disconnect from all the programming. You will implode back into yourself and surrender yourself to yourself. That's what this webinar series is about. It's about remembering yourself and disconnecting from the hive mind. It'll work deeply with the ancestors, so they're also reconnecting to you in a new way. So this is a disconnect and reconnect and activation and upgrade. It will bring in new levels of consciousness and it will release the caps and limiting belief systems of imprisonment which has been put on us or we agreed to sign up for. And now's the time to release them. Now's the time to step completely out of the hive mind and reconnect to yourself, reconnect to nature, reconnect to simplicity, reconnect to who you are without the limitations of the programming. This is the time to disconnect and reconnect and clean your entire system. So this webinar series is going to work cellularly in every cell. It's going to work deep within the subconsciousness. It's going to work in your eyes, your hearing, all your senses. It's going to work in your aura. It's going to work through your whole system. And that you will go into a state that realize that you are greater than this physical body. You are bigger than this physical body. You are completely connected to an unlimited potential, which is connected with the universe. And you release all the limiting belief systems, the lies, the illusions, where you've been captured and chained into and played into. It's time to step out of the hive mind. It's time to step into creation. It's time to step into the God consciousness and see the hive for what it is. See the hive for what it is. See the imprisonment for what it is. See the limiting belief systems for what they are. See what the fear mongering is all about. Clear it within you first and see it all around you and create a new reality. Once you're out of the hive mind, you're free, completely free. I look forward to seeing you at the webinar. And in this webinar, I'll be teaching as well that to know the difference, to discern what is for you, what is not for you. Because often the hive mind, your system reacts when you feel that you're going to be released from something. So I'll be teaching you how to discern from, usually I notice that if my system starts freaking out, I start getting out of my body, I start rushing, deflecting, moving fast. I know that that is a trauma-bound response. So in this webinar, I'll be teaching you how to know the difference between a trauma-bound response and then what is really good for you. What is really your step for destiny? It's time to step fully into full destiny and step out of the hive mind and step out of the capturing, which is in our mind. We are not a slave of the mind or the hive mind. We are free and we are alive and we are powerful. And all the systems will collapse then, which are not resonating with this. Inner, outer world. Enjoy. And I look forward to seeing you at this webinar. There's three, three webinars out that you can find on the website if you're not part of it. And you have time to catch up with them. And then we'll go in live over the weekend. If you can't make it over the weekend, you can watch them at your own convenience. It will work deeper and deeper and deeper every time you watch it. And you will feel the results embodying deeper into your system. And then after this webinar, I have a huge surprise coming in the system, which came in, but it's steps. So these first steps are waiting for a massive, massive, massive shift, which is coming. So this is strengthening your system for that shift. So I've been embodying something new that's been coming in the last 2 days. And this is an immense, immense potential, immense power. And for that, these steps are needed to strengthen your system. So I invite you to be part of this journey and these conscious steps of consciousness and to reinforce your system so you can be part of the next step. Because this one alone, the 7 steps in the God codes are huge. And there's something bigger coming. That's what's so amazing about this work, that creation will elevate you with every step. And the more you go into it, the faster it elevates you and the more it projects you into the new level of consciousness. So I'm looking forward to sharing this over the weekend and then dropping in further in the next weeks. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Remembering who you are.